Hi viewers, welcome to my third tutorial about making Technic stuff. This tutorial will be the first in a series of tutorials making an automatic air compressor. Today we are going to make the air compressor, but you also need a pressure sensor, some feedback to switch the pump off, storage, and of course the output. The feedback is quite interesting, and because I have another video on automatic air compressor, which got quite a lot of views, I thought maybe it's a good idea to show you the general idea and then make it for you, so you can also make it yourself. Have fun! To give you an idea of what components we need, I will show you some of the components. So you need something in the order of this pump. It's a little pump, just generates pressure. And then this sensor will be something in the range of this. As you can see, this is one of the older cylinders, and I've done this because it has less friction. And the storage will be something like this tank. It is becoming increasingly more expensive, this tank, so I will also show you a way of how you maybe should not or don't have to use the tank. So with all these components now here, we can start building. So for a structure, we are going to use this strong beam and some pins. So now insert the pins, just like so. So now you have this strong built frame. And now add these connectors to it, like so. And then this one. So now you have made your frame, and now we'll be going to make the active components. We are going to use this small motor to generate power. To connect the motor to this frame, we are going to be using this lift arm. So just insert these pins here, and then this one. And now you can connect the motor. You see? So now we are going to make the little drive shaft. To make the drive shaft, use these thin lift arms with an axle 2 beam, these lift arms with a 3 beam, and another one with 2 3 axles and 2 thin beams. And we are going to use 2 pumps for more airflow. So just put the pumps like this, and now we are going to put this to this cylinder and then put it in. Make sure this is not tight, because if you make it tight, you will have more frictional losses. So this should be like this. And insert the second cylinder by mounting it like this. And again, make sure this is bolt on but not tight, because you will lose your energy with friction. Now I chose to put the little openings for the cylinder on this side. This is on the non-moving side, because if you do it on the moving side, on this side, this will like move with the rotation. Then the little hose will move a lot up and down, which is bad for the hose, and will also increase frictional losses. And this moves much less. So now we have the shaft. Now it's time to combine all parts. So we have this part. Now take the shaft. Make sure these are aligned. This makes mounting easier. Include the shaft in the hole. Make sure the axle is really fully in, So where I point with the pencil, there should be no axle, because otherwise you will break this cylinder. It should be made freely turnable. Now you have this little shaft. Just put the cylinder this way. Now put the lift arm like this. And now the motor is bolt on. Now comes actually the trickiest part, because you are gonna insert the cylinder heads between these connectors. This one also. You need to hold it with the right hand and then insert the axle through the connector, just pushing it through, and you are done. This side is mounted. Now to finish making the compressor, just making this lift arm in this way. You are ready. Just make one rotation to make sure it works. Yeah, nothing obstructing it. The compressor is actually ready now, but to combine the airflows we need to add the hose to this opening and this opening. So I have this little hose with the T-piece. You can connect it by yourself. And then just put the hose on. So now you see the airflow from this cylinder gets combined with the air from this cylinder. And now you have two airflows, and it's also more steady in time, because when this makes pressure, this doesn't. And now that you have 2 times per rotation of the motor, you have pressure. So to test our system, just attach this to the battery box, put it on. You can hear it generates air. And now you can see why I put the hose is here, because it moves only a little. This really moves, but you can stop it with your hand. And now you can see you have the nice colors of the Dutch flag, which I really like, of course. So we have made this part of the air compressor. Next tutorial will be about the pressure sensor and the feedback. See you then.